Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker, and taking a look around the box packaging. At the back there are a list of features and specifications for this wireless Bluetooth speaker. So this speaker comes in two colors, triple black and Lux Silver. This is the triple black version. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, cutting apart the shrink wrapper very carefully. And of course, peeling it off. And just giving you one more look at the box packaging with its clear shrink wrapper removed. Let's go ahead and slide the card sleeve off and just setting that to the right hand side of the table or frame. And now taking one more look around the box packaging, this time the inner box shows that it is black in color and there are two sticky seals on opposite sides. Let's cut it apart on both sides so that we can lift up the box lid to reveal the contents inside. Okay, so the sticky security seal has been cut. Let's lift the box up and just setting that box on the left hand side of the frame, and now giving you one clear look with my hands out of the way of this Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker before I start handling it. Okay, so now just setting it in the middle of the frame and pulling it slightly closer in so you have a nice clear look. Now popping that Bluetooth speaker out from its clear plastic tray, or black plastic tray to be exact, and setting that tray to the side and taking a look in the box packaging to find out what's inside. Let's go ahead and continue to lift the contents out from the box packaging. So there is a packet there. Let's set it down and let's go through the rest of the contents. So there is a power adapter, it appears right there, along with a charging cable or power cable, and of course a 2-pin power adapter there. So it's just setting those details down and checking through to see what else is in the box packaging, always making sure nothing else is left behind. So that's all been checked through. Let's set it down and put the box back together so that we have a nice tidy area to work with without any interference to the foreground, and of course with minimal visual distractions as well. So just setting that box packaging on the right hand side of the frame and laying out the contents across the tabletop. So there, the plug adapter with the packet, and of course the speaker itself. So I'm just going to move the layout a little bit around and hopefully everything is visible in frame right there. So those are the contents from the box packaging of the Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker. So let's take a look in this packet here. So there are some booklets or user manuals for the Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker. I'm just giving you a look right there at the papers. I'm just making sure nothing else is left behind. Just going to set that down on the left hand side of the frame, and then let's take a flip through. So there are some important safety instructions in this booklet. Let's just take a quick look there. So it is a multilingual booklet. Let's set that down, and moving right along, there is another paper here in a fold out form, and this appears to be a setup guide, so giving you a quick look front and back of this setup guide, and now giving you a close-up look at the setup instructions for this wireless Bluetooth speaker, which also has direct 3.5mm audio connectivity. Okay, so those are the details right there with the setup and use instructions, and finally the last set of papers from the packet. So this one is once again another setup guide in another language. And we can set that down and then move on to the rest of the items from the box packaging. So as we can see here, there is a 2-pin adapter. So all this is regional depending on your purchase region. So right there, 2-pin adapter. Setting that down and moving right along, there is of course a power adapter with the Bose branding on it. So compact USB adapter, as you can see right there, to charge and power your speaker. Okay, so setting that down and moving right along, of course we have the charging or power cable itself right here, coiled up in a clear plastic sleeve. And let's check the connection here, or plug connectors. So it is a USB with a USB micro USB connector. So micro USB connector on one end, and of course USB type A on the opposite end. So right there, slightly difficult to give you focus on there, but hopefully you can see right there is the micro USB connector and regular USB type A on the opposite end to work with that power adapter. So now finally moving on to the main event itself, which is the Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker. So it does have a noticeable weight to it, and it's quite cool to the touch, having an aluminium construction, yet it does have some heft to it. And you can see it is in a cylindrical form, so it does measure 15.2 centimeters tall, and it does have an 8.2 centimeter diameter. So 8.2 centimeters across at its widest end, and 15.2 centimeters high or tall. So taking a look at the closer up details of this Bluetooth speaker, we can see that there are a set of buttons for operating or controlling the speaker. And it does have bumpers as well on the top and bottom ends for impact, absorption and protection. So these parts around the top rim or edge of the speaker is made from silicone. As you can hear me just tapping away there, compared to the aluminium or metal body. And with this bottom rounded end as well. So it helps with the durability and robustness of this speaker design. So just giving you a full all-round look with this symmetrically shaped speaker. And taking a look on the underside. So there are some contact pins for working with a charging cradle. And it does have a thread screw mount as well, which is quite interesting to see. So you can mount it on a tripod or of course a bracket with a matching fixture. So giving you that top-down look at the different buttons, and of course there is a protective film sticker on it as well. So various buttons right there, and of course in this part of the speaker at the bottom there is the micro USB port for powering or charging the speaker, and of course that 3.5mm audio in jack or port to connect a wired playback music source to the speaker should you wish to connect directly and not via Bluetooth. Alright, so good all-round look at the speaker in the triple black color, although it looks more like a gunmetal grey with a slight bluish hue. However, the top and bottom bumper ends are in a nice deep black. So right there, giving you that full view as best I can. But of course, bringing it out there to give you a better idea of this speaker and its size right there. And right there. Perhaps maybe even resting it and balancing it in my palm right there to give you some sense of the size. Okay, so giving you once again, but maybe this time around, a much closer look at this speaker with its 300-degree sound output, hence aptly named the Revolve. So metal alloy body with the silicone or rubberized bumpers at the top and bottom. Now let's go ahead and turn it on by pressing on the power button, and it does appear that there is no charge in its built-in battery, so let's plug in and give it some power. So over here I have the Anker PowerPort Mini dual port USB charger, which I've unboxed on the channel before. It does have the RAM-PAL micro USB cable, which I've unpacked on the channel before, so you can always do a search on YouTube to find the unboxings of these two items. So I'm going to plug in the USB charger and of course plugging the micro USB end, and just making sure that I've got it in the right orientation, which is correct. That way setting that down, and of course flipping the power switch, and you can see that power is being supplied to the Bluetooth speaker with the LED indicator stating that. Okay, so let's try and turn it on now, but of course just
English. To select English, press and hold the multifunction button.
So that was the power button right at the 12 o'clock position.
Select English, press and hold the multifunction button.
Multifunction button is the one at the bottom. Let's press on that.
Select English, press and hold the multifunction button.
Press and hold.
Ready to connect.
So right there you can hear those very useful audio prompts. And over here I have a Sony Xperia XZ3 Android smartphone,
Speaker from your mobile device's Bluetooth list,
which I've unboxed on the channel before, and it's in the Bling's Carbon Fiber Effect Slim TPU case, which I've also unpacked on the channel before. Let's go into the phone, bring up the Bluetooth settings, and pair a new device and see if we can find the Bose SoundLink Revolve Bluetooth speaker. And just like that, it has appeared on the list. Let's tap on that to pair. Or perhaps maybe even that. And right, just like that, we can now pair it with the Bose. So we're connected to the Bose Revolve SoundLink speaker, just like that. Now let's go ahead and bring up the YouTube app and play some music. So sounding very rich and strong, with very nice tone to it.